Hello everyone, this is Ganesh. Welcome back to Ganesh Jadhav AutomationStudio. So today we are going to learn about the how to create the Cucumber projects with the TestNG. Okay, because we can use the TestNG and Cucumber both in a single project. Okay, so how to create that project? So let me quickly, click on the new projects over here. This is my IntelliJ idea. I have to click on the new projects. Once I click on the new project, you can see this is a new project name. I'm just opening, like I'm just giving the name over here, Cucumber. Okay, or new cucumber project, new cucumber project with the TestNG. Okay, this is name simple. I'm just giving, guys. Okay, TestNG. This is name I'm just giving up over here. Once this is done, I have to select language as a Java and build system as a Maven. Once this is done, I have to simple click on the create option. And you can see, guys, this is my plain Maven project is going to create over here. Once this is done, now we have to add the dependencies over here. What we have to do, guys, we have to add the dependencies. Okay. So for dependencies, first of all, like I'm going to add the dependencies of the Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, like these many dependencies I'm going to add. So how to add these dependencies? Simple. First of all, I have to add the tags which is named as dependencies, and inside the dependencies we have to add. Now let me quickly, this is a Maven repository we have. I have to simply search the Selenium dependencies. So let me quickly search the Selenium dependencies here. Once I'm done with this thing, let me copy this dependency. I'm just picking up the latest dependencies over here. Once I copied, I have to add the dependency. This is the first dependencies we have to add. Now, what about the second dependencies now? Suppose I want to add the second dependencies. What second dependencies I have to add, guys? I have to add the dependencies for Cucumber Java. So this is the second dependency also I have to add. So you can see, guys, I have to pick up this first one dependencies. I have to copy this latest version, and you can see this is how the latest version we have to copy. Once this is done, this Cucumber Java dependencies you have to add. Once you are done with this thing, now you have to add the another dependencies, which is named as what, guys? TestNG. Like Cucumber with an TestNG dependencies you have to add. So Cucumber, okay, Cucumber with TestNG, this dependency I have to search. Once I search the dependency, please make sure that you have to copy the dependencies, which is named as what, guys? This dependencies you have to copy. Which one? This Cucumber with TestNG. So once I'm done with this thing, let me go ahead with this first dependency and let me copy this thing. Let me copy this dependency, guys. Once I'm done with this thing, then what is the next thing we have, guys? We have to add these dependencies. Now, why Cucumber with TestNG dependencies we have to add? Because we must need it if we want to run our test case based on the Cucumber. So these are the three dependencies as of now we have to add. If anything changes happen, we'll add the dependencies according to it. But as of now, these three dependencies you have to add. And once you added these three dependencies, let me refresh my, let me quickly upload this dependency, download these dependencies over here. Once I download these dependencies, then what is the next thing we have, guys? We have a, what is the next thing we'll have, guys? The simple next thing we have, I have to, create the a few things over here, few folder structure I have to create. So what are the folder structure I have to create? First folder structure I'm just creating for, step definition. Okay, let me create the folder structure which is named as an, okay, steps definition, or anyway steps simple package I'm just creating. Any package you can able to create, guys. Once this is done, then what is another package I'm going to create, guys? So another package I have to create over here. Once I'm creating that state definition package, another package I have to create, which is named as an what, guys? Your like we have a properties file as well where you have to add the your scenarios basically. One more thing I would like to highlight you here, guys. Okay, one more thing I would like to highlight over here. What are the keywords we have? So everything basically I explained in my previous videos with an PPTs. So you can watch that videos as well. How to create the Cucumber projects. That normal project basically we created where I gave an basic introduction about the gunking. What are the keywords do we have? Now what is the next package I have to create? I have to create a next package which is named as a runner. So this is how the package, this two package I have to create. And once this is done, here is also I'm just adding in the test folder as well. I'm just adding the resources folder. Okay, you can see, guys, in this resources folder I have to add the login.feature file. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm just using the Rediffmail websites. I'm just a Rediffmail login website where I'm sending the valid username and password, and based on that I'm verifying is it correct or not. So simple scenario I'm just using. So what I'm doing, guys, simple, I have to create the one more file over here so which is named as a login dot feature file. Login dot feature file, basically I'm just creating. Once I created, you can see cucumber logo. You can see, probably you can't see this cucumber logo because of you have to add the extra plugin over here. So how to add the extra plugin over here? Simply you have to go to the file options, you have to go to the settings options, and there is a plugins options we have. You have to click on the plugin options, and then you have to search over here. What you have to search, guys? This cucumber for Java and gherkin. These are the two keywords compulsory you have to. These are the two dependencies you have to add over here, install over here. Now this, both the dependencies are installed, both not the dependencies, both the plugins are already installed. That is why I can see their cucumber logo. Otherwise I can't see the cucumber logo there. So compulsory you have to install these plugins in your repositories. Once you are done with this thing, then what is the next thing we'll have, guys? You can able to add the thing, like you can able to add the thing. So suppose, what is the next thing we are going to add? We are going to add a like feature, like we have to add a feature keyword over here. So how to add a feature keyword? Simple. So what is the use of the feature keyword, and what are the getting basic keywords we have? You can see inside the in my previous videos, which probably I'm going to share you that link as well in our description. So first of all, we have to add the feature. Feature is talked about the particular functionality. So let me quickly write down over here to verify. So what is the feature we have to verify? To verify login with valid username, valid username, valid username, and valid password. Okay, this is what, guys, this is a feature we have to add. Once this is done, then what is the next thing we have? Let me tell some descriptions of this feature file. So this feature, okay, talked about login functionality. Login functionality. Okay, this is what a simple thing basically I'm adding. I'm not going to add the extra thing over here. So this is what a simple thing we had. Once this is done, then we have a scenario keywords. Okay, so scenario keyword, what scenario keywords we have to do? Probably you might aware. If you're not aware, then you can watch my previous video. So what is the scenario we have? The scenario is verify login with valid username and valid password. Okay, this is what, guys, valid username and valid password. This is the scenario you must have to have. And then given keywords we have. Suppose my given thing, given, it means, guys, whenever we have to define a precondition, that time given keyword we have to use the given. Open the application. This is simple. I'm just writing down when. What is the when we have? When uh, now what is the actionable item for me, guys? Insert. Okay, what is the actionable item for me? You don't need to define a semicolon, like colon here. No need to define. So what is the next thing we have? When keyword. What when keywords we have to do now? Whenever we have to perform the particular action, that time when keyword we have to use. Enter the valid username and valid password. Okay. Enter the valid username and valid password. This is what basically I have to enter. Once this is done, then what is the third thing we have? Then we have to verify the result. Okay, verify. What exactly we have to verify? Like whether my login is successfully happened or not, that we have to verify. So verify. Okay, login should verify login should successfully done. This is what, guys, this is a simple thing basically we added. Once this is done, now what is next thing? I'm trying to run this feature file. Once I'm just running this feature file, probably you might aware, you can see, guys, now project is building over here. Once I'm running this file, we should get error here. You can see we should error over here. And what error is talked about? Where error is talked about, you should able to, what error is talked about, guys? Error is talked about you should able to add the step definition file. For the step definition file, what is the next thing we have? This is a step folder we already created. I have to create the another file which is named as an login step definition. Login step definition. This is a file basically we added. This is a class we have to add it. Now the this is a what, guys, class we have to add it. Let me refactor the name over here. The name is quite wrong over here. Okay, definition. Okay, this is what, guys, this is a simple thing we have to add. Okay, once we are done with this thing, then what is the next thing we have to, as it is, we have to copy the code. Which code, guys? Whatever code we have, simple, we have to copy this code. So let me copy this code here and let me paste it this code on. So this is simple actions I have to perform. So once we are done with this thing, you can see this is simple thing we have to add it over here. And now what is the next actionable item? We have to just import the thing, guys. Okay, what we have to do, we have to simple import whatever keywords we have. Those keywords we have to simple import over here. So let me import these all keywords. Okay, now once we are done with this thing, then what is the next thing, guys? You don't need to write down such kind of code here. You never ever needed over here. And now we have to, what I have to do, guys, I have to I have to add the code. So what code I have to add? Simple, whatever ready-made website code we have, that I'm just adding over here. So web driver driver. This is the instance I have to create over here. Then what I have to do, guys, driver is equal to new driver, chrome driver I'm just using, and then a driver dot get method I have to use, and then I'm just entering the ready-mail email ID, ready-mail login I have to use. So simple, I'm just copying this URL and I have to just paste it my URL here. Okay, once I'm done with this thing, this is a precondition we set it. Okay, this is what, guys, this precondition we set it. Let me maximize the screen as well. Driver.manage.windows.maximize. Once we are done with this thing, then what is the next thing we have? In the next thing, I have to add the username password I have to send. What I have to send, guys? My username password I have to send. So suppose I'm just sending my username password here. So let me quickly identify the ID over here. Do we have okay, just a minute, there is something wrong here. Let me add the inspects here. And do we have ID? Yes, we have ID, which is name as a login one. So what I'm doing is simple, I have to use driver dot find element by dot ID I have to use, and this ID I have to pass dot send keys method I have to use, and then like Ganesh Jadhav, this is simple string. I'm just entering the wrong username and password over here. I'm not entering the correct username password. So same line I have to perform over here. Driver by dot not I expert dot ID should we must need to have, guys, dot ID. Okay, what is the ID do we have of this password? So yes, we have this password ID. So let me add the ID over here, and let me send the same thing I'm just sending over here. And once I click on the sign in button, what exactly happen, guys? Once I click on the sign in button, driver dot, I'm just clicking on the sign in button over here. So do we have a ID over here? No, we don't have ID, but we have a class, driver dot find elements by dot class we have, and then I'm just using the class name dot click button basically I have to use. This is how, guys, simple thing basically we have to use. Once we are done with this thing, then what is the next thing we have? So once your actionable item is done, now we have to verify our result. So definitely I just provided the wrong username and password over here, so I'm not able to log in successfully here. Right, guys? So what exactly I'm trying to do? I am simply verifying here something else. Instead of results, I'm just verifying title of this page. So what exactly I have to do? Simple. I have to create the in the TestNG we have a soft assert class to assert the validation. Soft assert is equal to new soft assert and a semicolon, then soft assert dot assert equals, and here what exactly I'm just using, I'm just getting the title over here. So what title I have to fetch, guys? Driver dot get title I am just fetching, comma, and then here what is the title we have? Ready mail is the title we have. So ready mail, this is the title. Simple, I just using, this is the title basically I just verifying over here. And once this is done, soft assert dot assert all method we have to use, because we have to print the all thing, whatever thing basically we have, we want to print the all thing. That is why we have to use this. Is a simple thing basically we use. And once this is done, then I have to, what I have to use, guys, I have to close my driver. So driver dot close method we have to use. So this is how basically we can able to close our browser. So this is how exactly we just created a step definition file. So once you are done with a step definition file, now what we have to do, guys, we have to create the runner class. So for the runner class, I have to create the class over here, which is named as an what, guys? Which is named as an TestNG. Okay, cucumber TestNG Cucumber runner class we have. This is a class name basically we have to use. Once we are done with this thing, then always remember whenever we are running our whenever we are running our Cucumber test case with the help of the TestNG, so we must need to extend the class which is named as an what guys? Abstract. Okay, which class we have to extract TestNG Cucumber test class compulsory we have to use. This is fixed thing we have. Once we are done with this thing, then what is next thing we have guys? So we have to add the cucumber option. Now where we have to add the cucumber option? Here we have to add the cucumber option. So cucumber option, this is what we have to define. In the bracket, we have to define first of all, what guys? Feature keyword we have to define. In this feature keyword, suppose whatever feature file path we have, that path we have to define. Okay, whatever feature file path we have, that path we have to define. Now here we haven't created a feature folder here inside the resource, so let me create the feature folder over here. Once I'm done with this thing, let me move this login.feature file here. So once this is done, then what is the next thing we have guys? We have to add this feature path file. Okay, we have to copy this feature path file, okay, here inside the feature option. So let me copy this thing. Okay, I don't want this complete path, so I want the path from an src, and instead of this this double forward slash, I have to use only a single forward slash. This is how the feature file path basically which is added over here. Once we are done with this thing, then we have to add the glue method. So glue keyword we have to use. So glue keyword, always glue the particular what it is guys, whatever step definitions things we have, it is already always gives. You can say this is steps thing we have. So simple, we have to add the step here. That's it. Okay, once we provide the path, then what we have to add guys, we have to add another path which is named as a plugin. So we have to add a different plugins over here like pretty. Okay, what plugins we have to add guys? Pretty. Okay, and then we have to provide the path over here. So whatever path basically we have, so html, okay, colon target, okay, colon target, okay, forward slash cucumber, okay, cucumber, okay, what exactly we have to use guys? Cucumber hyphen, okay, reports.html. Okay, this is simple path we have to add it over here. Once we are done with this thing, then what is the next thing we have? We have to use monochrome is equal to this keywords compulsory we have to use. And once we are done with this thing, then what is the next? We added this monochrome and all cucumber options here. What I have to do guys? Simple, I have to run this TestNG cucumber runner, and you can see if I'm just running this TestNG cucumber runner class, probably my browser should open over here, ready-made website should open over here, like whatever basically things are provided there, like in the username, password, the data should be set over there, and our title should be verified. You can see, and this is how basically my test case is going to pass. This is how basically we can create these Selenium projects with an Cucumber and TestNG. So Cucumber and TestNG both can use in a single project. So there are different features we have. So TestNG has a beautiful feature, and that is why we have to use those parts. That's it for today. Thanks for watching this video guys.